What it do, Dream Team? It's your boy D Neal and
Mackenzie.
back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with Tristan Kuhn. 12 things America could learn from Australia. Before we jump into these 12 things, I need you to subscribe, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up, and let's do it.
What's good, y'all? Tristan here, and today I'm going to be going over 12 things that America could learn from Australia. Pardon me if it is a little bit loud. I am filming this in a public park, but that is actually my first thing that I think America could learn from Australia is how to build a park. This goes way beyond just how to build a park, but really how to build any nice public facility. If you look at the park in right now, I mean, I can show you, there's this huge playscape just right over there. I'll show a picture of it up, but that is what a typical playscape in Australia looks like. I'll throw some more pictures up just so you can see what a playscape in Australia looks like, but this this picture right here is what a playscape in America looks like. Playscapes here are so much bigger, the kids have it way better, but beyond playscapes, this goes to skate parks, for example. Skate parks here are in every city. They're awesome, they're huge, they're nice. Not the same in America. You know, a city might have one or two nice ones, but in Australia there are way more, and overall they're much nicer. There are so many examples of great public parks or public facilities in Australia. Pretty much every single city here in Australia, not like all, but most of them have these things called lagoons. They're not really like lagoons, they're just public pools, but they call them lagoons. But check out how nice these things are. These are free pools open to the public. They're absolutely beautiful, and they're right in the city center. I'm currently in Airlie Beach. This is what Airlie Beach looks like. Brisbane also has a nice one. The parks here are just so much nicer, and everything related to them is nicer. Oh, and there's free electric grills, right over there. There's two perfectly clean electric grills, and and free bathrooms. God, I need to this could have been 5 points all on its own. But anyways, point number one, parks in Australia are so much nicer, and
That man got ADHD.
What you mean?
He's very gibbery, excited, spit it out.
I feel like I'm I talk with my hands sometimes.
Well, I don't mean hand, I mean and then he just seems so excited about it, and it really reminds me of how my nephew is. He gets so excited that he's just
I feel that.
You know?
When
but it's just it's so cute though. It's just they're just so excited to hurry up and get it out.
I feel like when I get truly excited, I can understand that.
You really do talk really fast sometimes when you get excited. I just be looking at you what'd you say?
It's just excitement, bro. It's just.
I think we all do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
To a degree,
too.
When you get really excited about something, you just
got to get the excitement out, dog.
Bro,
or you can't just bottle it up. It needs to leave somehow.
Unless you're my sister or my mom, bro. You don't hear a word they saying. You gotta slow it down.
I feel that.
My mom gets so upset because people are constantly telling her that they don't understand what she's saying.
Sometimes it be, I'll be like, huh?
But my mom says she talks so fast because she feels like she'll forget it. She'll forget as she's talking. She's like, I gotta hurry up and spit it out while I remember it.
Yeah, I think when I first met her, I had a tough time. But the more I've been around her and the more I've talked to her, it's I can start to understand it now.
I understand her, but there's sometimes her and my sister are just speed talkers.
Yeah. And
it's just I repeat that, and then you tell them to repeat it, and they get upset.
Yeah, you gotta slow it down.
Slow it down.
But yeah, these parks definitely look dope. They definitely look really fun. None of the parks I had growing up were that fun looking. We had cool parks, but they didn't look as fun as that.
I think we only had one, and it was a wooded park.
Yeah.
And it had sand.
I feel that.
And it was huge, but I think they tore it down now.
Yeah.
It's been there for my entire life.
Ours, I mean, it's a pretty big park. It's a public park / a sports park. So it's got baseball fields. It's got a basketball court. It has sand volleyball courts. Yeah. It has the play area for the kids. It has soccer fields. So it has so many different things you can do on it. And now that I left, they're actually building a big building, recreation center.
Yeah.
Around the area.
We have another park that I also grew up in, and it was really, really fun back then. But then 2 or 3 years ago, we had a tornado and it destroyed it, and now it's just very bland.
Yeah.
And not much to it. Even the kids, they don't really have much to do with it.
I feel that.
Which sucks.
That's a park. Hey, high schoolers might go to at nighttime. You feel me?
Yeah, because it's got like, you have like the park that the kids would play in, and then you walk like a little bit further, and then there's like a pool. And then you walk even further, and there's like a tennis court. Then you walk even further, and then it's like a walk-in area for you to like people to like run and jog.
Dope. That's freaking dope. But let's continue.
And the U.S. could learn how to build parks like Australia. The second thing that America could learn from Australia is how to make a thing of coffee. The coffee here is so nice, it's so fancy, it's so well done. Just like a basic cheap cup of coffee, they just put so much more like attention to detail in it. I can't really talk too much on this because I don't drink coffee, I don't like it. But literally, everyone who comes here, like Americans, non-Americans, everyone who comes here just thinks Australia has the absolute best coffee in the world. All right, now the third thing America can...
I've also seen that in multiple videos. But I also don't drink coffee, so I wouldn't know how to compare them either.
Learn from Australia is traffic circles. Oh my god. Alright, they have traffic circles freaking everywhere here. You'll find them in neighborhoods, you'll find them in towns, you'll find them connecting big roads. Will it be traffic circles with like 2-3 lanes on them? They are so common, and they just speed up the flow of traffic so much. Like, there are so many like small stoplights that we have in America that could be eliminated if we could put a traffic circle there. Like, no joke, there's probably about 1/4 the amount of stop signs in Australia as there are in America because of the traffic circles, and also they just put a lot more like yield signs up instead of stop signs. So like if you don't have to totally stop,
I like
put
that.
a yield sign there, which is also kind of nice. All right, so the fourth thing I think
I do like that.
I feel like we have like, or at least like around here, we have a decent amount. Of them. Like, we have one right by our house.
Yeah, there is. But at the same time, it'd be hard for me to adjust, like, because I'm so used to, like, 4-way stop signs or 4-way intersection with stoplights. Like, I noticed in Australia or whatever, like, it'd be, like, 2 to 3 different lanes in the roundabout. And I'm like, that would, like, confuse the life out of me, dog.
Yeah.
Until I got used to it.
Right, like in front of Amazon, that's you've seen it.
Yes, it confused the life out of me.
When I first started working there, it confused the life out of me too, because there's like multiple lanes, like he said. There's multiple lanes going multiple ways, and so like when you try to go, it looks like there's 18-wheelers coming at you, but it's like there's 2 lanes and you meet.
Yeah,
and it's so scary, especially when you're not used to it and you're trying to learn it.
Yes.
I did not like it at first, especially because I work night shift. So coming home at like 4:30 in the morning, there's like a 18-wheeler coming at me, and I'm like, do I stop? Do I go?
See? Yeah. And then when I had to bring you that book that night, luckily there was like barely anybody using it, so I got on it without having to worry too much about any accidents. But I just know if there was like many people, I'll die.
I didn't even think about it. Like, I had accidentally left my book at home, and so he was bringing it to me, but I absolutely didn't think about like you struggling, like, with that roundabout. I didn't think about it.
If it would have been traffic around that area, I'd have been stuck, but I don't know what to do. But I do feel like if I got used to them, they would be like a much more efficient way than like having a 4-way stop.
Yeah, like
stoplight.
I got used to it pretty quickly, but when I first started driving it, I would sit there forever, like waiting for cars to go, and I'd get like honked at. I'm like, I'm not going.
I swear on everything. Y'all gonna have to wait.
And like, you know, like I said, you can merge. Like, just because they're coming doesn't mean you can't go. You can still go. And I'm like,
can't do it.
No, especially when it's dark because they're lights. It's like I don't know which lane you're in.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely
I just go to go.
Yeah. We just got to get used to them. That's all. It takes some time.
Yes.
America could learn from Australia is how to package and sell watermelon. What I mean by this is in America, like if you're buying watermelon, it's probably going to be like a full entire watermelon, or you can get like a little thing of like little like dice cubes of watermelon. Yeah. The issue is like the little dice cubes are usually pretty expensive, and it's just like, you know, enough for like 1 or 2 people, and then the whole entire watermelon, it's like way too much for one person. And like honestly, I am from a family of 4, and 1 watermelon is too much for our family usually. Here in Australia, usually when you're at the grocery store, you're gonna see quarter melons, and they sell them by the quarter melon. This makes so much sense. It doesn't cost more. It probably saves a lot of melon. You just cut the melon, wrap it up in some saran wrap, and then sell it in force. Easy as that. The 5th one is a little bit weird, but that
we do that.
Do we? I was about to ask you if we do that. Because I'm not a big watermelon fan, so I don't really look at watermelon. All I've seen is I feel like the cube thing PC was talking about, and just the big watermelon.
Yeah, like when it's the time for them, yeah, we do have, or like the whatever he just showed.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's good to know. I will eat watermelon. I'm just not the biggest
I think
fan.
they're like, you more so find them at like the stands outside on the sides, the like fruits and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
We could learn from Australia to not put so much water in our toilets. I don't know what it is about their toilets here, but I feel like they're just like way more advanced than our toilets. So in America, like for some reason, it's a really common thing. Like I was just used to like having water splash my butt from like pooping into it and it like splashing up. And then when you're flushing the toilet, you know, it's like shoosh shoosh shoosh, and you know, it does like the whole like spinny thing and then sucks down. It's like one long flush with a bunch of water. Well, here in Australia, their toilets just have a little bit of water in them. Your butt doesn't get wet when you poop. There's no splashing going on. Can't believe I'm saying this. Anyways, and then on top of that, they also have like buttons. They have a button for poo and a button for pee. Some American toilets do have this, but I think it's like a law here in Australia because every single toilet I've seen has had those two little buttons to save some water. The sixth thing that America could learn from...
I feel like that is smarter when it comes to preserving and saving water.
I don't know what he's talking about the water hitting you, but I don't know what he's talking about.
I done been through it before. You're lucky.
I think the only thing I can like think of is like not even like home toilets, but maybe like public toilets.
Yeah.
Because they like flush so hard.
Yeah.
And it's like...
About them like swirling like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like... Yeah. I can say that has probably happened in like one of the public ones, but...
What, the water touched your butt in one of the public ones or just the swirl?
Just like where it swirled.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've had the water touch your butt when you using the restroom. It's not a nice feeling. It's disgusting feeling. Disgusting feeling. But yeah, I mean, to preserve water, I think Australia got it right. I feel like my only question would be, would it leave more streaks in your toilet with the water being at a lower line? Is my only question. Y'all
maybe it depends on how hard it flushes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Like the pressure of the water.
Yeah. So y'all talk to me in the comment section about that, but
that
America does waste.
He wants to know if it leaves streaks in your toilet.
America does waste a ton of water having all that water in the toilet. I do know that.
From Australia is free/cheap sunscreen. You're probably laughing at me as I say this while I'm all burnt, but that's just because I was on a boat for the past 3 days. Here in Australia, you can get like a full giant 1 liter thing of sunscreen, like enough for an entire family for an entire summer for like, I think it's like $8. Like they're like super cheap. And beyond that, I usually don't pay at all for sunscreen because it's just free at most places. Like if you go to like a hotel, if you go to an office, a restaurant, like imagine like how hand sanitizer is free in America in a lot of places. They just have sunscreen laying out in different places like that. You can just get some, put it on if you want. This is so nice and makes so much sense. I'm not completely sure on this, but I think the government subsidizes sunscreen a little bit. I think that's how they get it so cheap. Not positive, but anyways, it makes so much sense because the government also pays for the healthcare here, you're gonna have to be paying a lot more for skin cancer than you are gonna be paying for sunscreen. All right, now the seventh thing America could learn from Australia is work-life balance and how to party. Australians, man, they love to have fun. They love to get drunk. They party hard. Additionally, just kind of the culture here and in Europe, they get a lot more paid time off for vacation. Typically, you get about 5 paid weeks off for vacation here. So that could be one of the reasons why they have a better work-life balance. But even when they're not on vacation, just on like a typical weekend, Australians like love to go out. They love to have fun. I don't know. I just feel like they do a little bit better job at partying than Americans do. All right, now the eighth thing
I was gonna say, I probably agree with them in the sense of I feel like my partying days were over when I graduated college. Like, it wasn't, I don't know, life wasn't, and college was so goddamn fun. But I just stopped partying when I graduated, and I wish I would have partied more even after graduating. So,
bro, like, we're old now.
Yeah.
Like,
we
won't even go see a 7 o'clock movie because it's too late.
Facts. Facts.
Like, well, honestly, before him, I would go see like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock
on
movies.
your night shift schedule. So
yeah, I think I still could, but it's just the fact that we have to get up so early to make videos and get on with the day that it's just like the thought of going to see a movie that lasts about 2 hours. You come home, you have to get ready for bed, take a shower, do all that good stuff, and it's like It's too late for me.
Rather just see it early in the day, like early afternoon, either 2, 4, 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, I think the latest we've went and seen one lately was like 5.
Yeah.
And it probably got started about like 5:30ish.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we just yeah. I need to learn how to party again, Australia. I need tips.
America could learn from Australia is how to do sushi. So yes, I know sushi is not like a typical Australian thing. It's, you know, like Japanese. However, they have kind of put a little spin on sushi that I think makes it so much better and makes it kind of like reach like a much larger audience or target market, I guess, if that makes sense. Let me explain. Here in Australia, they have done a couple things that make it just kind of like cool and easy to get. So one is they have a lot of like quick grab and go sushi restaurants here where they just like have sushi like out in a window. You walk by, you can point to which one you want, grab it, and you go. And it's not cut up like it is in America. The sushi comes in a roll like this, so you can get a couple rolls, grab them, and then it's kind of like almost eat them like a sandwich as you walk down the street. I absolutely love this. They are great, healthy, like grab and go snacks. You know, I feel like in America, if you're gonna get something like grab and go, it's gonna be like, I don't know, like a Subway sandwich or like, I don't know, like a burger from McDonald's, like something like not as healthy. Not to mention, it's so affordable here. Like a roll of sushi like that, one of those like grab and go places, is probably gonna cost you like $2.50 American dollars, USD. Another great thing about the sushi here is there's this style of sushi restaurant that I know it's common in other parts of the world, but I've just never seen it in America, and we could totally adopt it. But that's like the like train track, I call it, style sushi. Pretty much you just sit down and the sushi goes around on a little track and you pick up whatever you want, eat it, and then yeah, pay at the end by like the plates. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But I see like multiple of these in every single city in Australia that I've been to. It's just kind of like a cool, fun concept, and I don't know, I don't think I've even seen a restaurant like that in America. As I'm editing this video, I just thought of another like weird or unique sushi thing here, and that is they have a lot of chicken sushi. Real sushi lovers might say that that's not actually sushi, but I don't know. Here at sushi shops, I'd say about like almost half the sushis that they offer, okay, maybe not half, like a third of the sushis that they offer are like fried chicken or grilled chicken. This just makes sushi even more appealing to some people. You know, some people don't like fish, or some people just really like chicken, and they can still get sushi, I guess if you can call it that, without just having like fish or crab or I don't know, raw meat. Alright, the 9th thing America could learn from...
I could probably eat some fried chicken sushi.
I don't know about that.
Probably eat some fried chicken sushi.
But I think like healthier options in America is a lot more expensive than like unhealthy foods.
Factual.
So like really, if a family's like on a budget, it just like it's probably not optional for them to get the healthier stuff.
Yeah, it's just easier to get like you said, unhealthy versions of things. It sucks. It sucks that it's that way, but
yeah, but they know what they're doing. Because I mean,
they're trying to get us sick, so we gotta go to the hospital so they can charge us an exorbitant amount of money. So, you know what I'm saying?
It is. I mean, I know like firsthand like how expensive like the healthier stuff is. Like,
dog.
Like living with him, like when we first moved in together. Like now I've gotten used to it. Like I know about what most things cost.
Yeah.
But where he was so strict on his diet when we first moved in that like all of these things were like so expensive compared to like normal things.
Facts. I'm talking about bread. Usually I just spend like a loaf of bread about $1. Get the cheap version about $1. Now spend like $4 on a loaf of bread. Meat usually was probably $4 or $5. Mm-hmm. Now we spend like $8 because we get the more lean meat with less fat. So yeah, like well, you try to, I feel like, eat healthier, like with lower calorie food and stuff like that. You just gotta pay more.
Bro, like the protein pancakes cost more than normal pancakes.
But one thing is, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it will take care of you in the long run because you won't feel as sick or as bloated, or you won't gain all that weight and have to go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? It when you get older, like your boy here, and you just look at food and gain weight, you ain't got a choice.
Yeah, so, like I said, it's not an option for everybody.
Facts.
From Australia is how to run a DMV. So I don't really know what to call this, but like, you know, like the place where you go to get your license, to get like your car registered, like the government office, like entity that you go to get all your car stuff worked out. In America, we call it the DMV, the Department for Motor Vehicles or something like that. Anyways, and then I know in Victoria they call it like Vic Roads, and then I know in Queensland they call it something else, so it's different in every state here. But the place where you go to get like stuff for your car, get it registered and all that stuff, oh my god, it is so amazing in Australia. Like 10 out of 10 recommend. Like they're tech savvy, you can make appointments online, they're quick, you get a little letter or number, you go into a queue. There was someone that greeted me when I walked in, like they were just so like, it was a great pleasant experience, and I was only there for like less than an hour. If you go to America, any American will know what I'm talking about, but oh my god, going to the DMV in America is like going, like it's like a trip to hell. You're gonna go there early in the morning, you're gonna wait in line for an hour, then you're gonna get a ticket, you're gonna sit in a chair, you're gonna be in another line for a couple hours. The people who work there are typically unfriendly and cold. They just totally suck in America. And here in Australia, I've experienced them in Victoria, and I had a friend that experienced them here in Queensland, and she was American. And anyways, both of us thought it was like super amazing here, so I'm just gonna assume that in all of Australia, the DMV is probably much better than it is in America. Alright, the 10th.
I don't think our DMV like registers your car. That's a whole different thing. But that's where you like you change your license, you change your name, you get your permit.
Yeah.
Change your like where your address.
Yeah. I was gonna say first I am seeing the ADHD that you was talking about.
Yes.
I starting to see it. But yeah, I would say my DMV back home, the way he explained it, that's exactly how it was. It sucks, bro. Absolutely hate going there. It is like you're gonna wait hours and it just sucks. When I came here, the first time she took me to the DMV out here, it was so fast, dog. We got there right when they opened. Was probably there for 5 to 10 minutes and we were done.
Yeah, and I think when we got there was like 4 of the people that walked in at the same time as we did. It was like a mom with her daughter to get her permit. It was us to get his state changed on his license and his address, and then like 2 other people behind us. Yeah. And we walked in, we were greeted. We sat down there, they gave us a number, they called him like he was the second person to be called up. And he's got a picture taken, gave some ID, we were out. It
was so fast. Compared to the one that I grew up with, oh my Jesus. Like he said, you gonna get there when they open, and you still gonna have a long line. You gotta wait in for an hour or 2. And you just gotta sit there, and it just feel like it take forever. But
yeah, I feel like
it was just like that.
I feel like it probably is the same way for ours, but I feel like every time I've ever been to our DMV, it was like when they first opened. So the first time I ever went was to take my permit test, and we went as soon as they opened, and I had already had an appointment. Mm-hmm. Then when I came back from my driver's test, I'd already had an appointment. So as soon as I walked in, I took my test, left, and was done.
Yeah. That make life a lot easier.
But I have seen it like going like with siblings or something who waited till like midday, and then we go, and then like the line's like going all the way outside.
It's insane, dog.
It can be like that.
It's insane.
That's why I told Darian, because he dreaded going. He didn't want to go at all. He tried to do everything he could to get it done.
Because I know how it is at home, like for mine, and I'm like, that's how I thought it was gonna be here too.
Yeah, so me and him, I told him, I was like, well, just go first thing in the morning as soon as they open, and we got there as soon as they opened.
And it was so in and
we was out in 5 minutes, and we went to get food.
See, and at home, even at mine, if you get there first thing they open, you still gonna be in a long line.
I think it's because a lot of people have the same idea.
Yeah.
But we got there like 5 minutes before they opened and waited.
Yeah.
And like soon as we saw the time, me and him like both like hurried up, got out of the car, trying to get beat like first in line.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out the Georgia DMV that we went to. Where was it? Catoosa?
No, that's in Rock Springs.
Rock Springs. Shout out Rock Springs DMV. Y'all doing your thing out there.
One thing America could learn from Australia is how to eliminate the freaking penny. All right.
Yeah.
Y'all's lowest cent point is a 5 cents. We still have the penny. I don't know why. Not much to add to that. We just need to take after you.
We need to get rid of the penny. It is pointless at this point.
Eliminate our penny. Number 11, and this is probably the most important one on this entire list, and that is we need to learn how to breathalyze like you do in Australia. When I was in Victoria, y'all had these big old giant buses that are all over the roads at all times of the day, just randomly going, and they breathalyze, they like shut a road down and they breathalyze every single car that goes by. It could be at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, 10 a.m., like 4 in the morning. You've no idea when they're gonna be there. They're just there and they breathalyze everyone, and yeah, it's a great way to catch people who are on drugs or drinking and driving. The 12th thing
don't agree with that.
I can understand.
I agree more of the fact that it should be in your car, and before your car can start,
yeah,
you have to do a breathalyzer.
Yeah, I understand the shutting the road down and doing it just to keep the streets safer, but I wouldn't like that as one who doesn't like do substances and drive. I feel like it's more of an inconvenience that I gotta sit here and wait in the shutdown road for you to breathalyze everybody.
Especially like so people have to go to work, people have places to go. Don't shut down a road just for that. Like, just put it in cars.
Most of them I've agreed with, but this one, I'm like she said, I like that.
We have the technology to do that.
Yeah, and it might be more expensive, but it'd be a lot safer. Streets would be a lot safer, right? If you just put it in cars, and in order for them to start, you have to pass the breathalyzer. I agree with that.
I think America could learn from Australia is your slang. And I'm not saying we should like take your slang and adopt it to America. No, like y'all's slang is like great. It's like a huge part of Australian culture. It's just who you are, you know, in Australia. And in America, our slang's kind of shit. Like we just, I don't know, we don't have good slang. We don't have much slang at all. Anyways, America, we need to up our slang game because here in Australia, they have so much slang. And if you want to learn some Australian slang, there are 100 Aussie words and phrases, and you can check those out right down there. And also, if you want to know some things that Australia could learn from America, check out that video right up there. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, guys.
Speak for yourself, Tristan. I got slang for days.
I was about to say, I
got slang.
I think we have like a different kind of slang.
Yeah.
Like
I do love Aussie slang.
Y'all have like different words for different things. Like our slang isn't that kind of slang. Our slang is like shortening things.
That is their slang. They shorten.
Well, I know, but they have different words for a lot of things.
Yeah.
That you know.
But they also just shorten a lot of words.
I know, but I think like my point being is like most of their words are different than ours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they shorten it, but I mean, like, we shorten it in a different way. Like, we still say the actual word.
Okay.
But, like, you know?
I feel what you're saying, dog.
Like, see, I think we shorten ours with, like, letters. Like, you know, like, thank God it's right. Like, TGIF.
Oh,
you know,
what you're saying.
Like, I feel like that's a female thing that people have just adapted to over here.
Yeah.
Like, women shorten everything.
Yeah. I feel like men do because we ain't trying to type all that out, dog.
Yeah, I feel like that's our slang. We don't have good slang like y'all do. Like y'all have like great slang. Yeah. And like he's right, we don't have good ones. We have slang. It's just not like unique like y'all's is.
Hey, I got slang for days. Slang for days.
I have to agree that Australia has better slang.
You see, you feel me? That's like saying, do you understand what I'm saying? Slang. You feel me?
I got you.
You feel me knocking?
No.
That's
well, let me in. That's what he says.
That's saying, do you understand what I'm saying? And she says, yes. And I say, well, let me in.
Gosh dang it. That's what he says.
Slang. But Aussies got absolutely incredible slang. It's funny. And I think it's so dope maybe to us because it's so different. Yeah, like.
I think a lot of places have different slang.
Yeah. So it's just cool hearing like how other people in other countries talk, though. Like,
yeah, I feel like it's just the same as like, you know, every other place, you know, things we talk. Like,
yeah.
It's just so cool to hear us talk.
But it's like, I feel like with us, so many other countries like grow up watching like American media, American movies, or American TV shows, whereas here in America, we don't often watch like movies or TV shows like from other countries.
Yeah, but we did go see that movie at the theaters, Anyone But You, and they had a wedding in Australia.
Hey, it was cool.
It was really cool.
It was.
We liked it a lot.
I loved the movie so goddamn much.
We did. We liked it a lot.
I mean, there's plenty of Aussie actors and actresses that I absolutely love that are like awesome.
Yeah, and we see like it's funny though because it's like there's a lot of like